Amazing evening, Nigerians. Thank you so much for joining us once more. Welcome to Updated Precious. Always a pleasure to bring you guys updates of what's happening in Nigeria and in a precious Amy. And welcome to update to episode given at Matadem with the Shell for inside the country. So let's get straight to the business of the day. We know so we don't give on all the things that already happened, some of the headlines of Matadem are really hot for inside Nigeria. But joining us inside the studio very quickly, now Prince Francis Chilaka. Prince Francis Chilaka, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the show. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Yeah, Precious, how are you?
I could be better. I'm just sweating. A lot of heat. How I could
That,
do?
that is
I
Nigeria
just
for
be
you.
sweat. Waiting I could do now. So Prince Francis Chilaka, a lot of things they happen. Make I first tell you waiting we wake up to this morning. So Nigerians wake up to a video by Abdulrahman, the governor of Kwara State, where Ibise, as at yesterday, terrorists released a video showing how many people they kidnapped from his state, and then also stating that their government they do propaganda and they lie to them. And people are furious that, wait, whereas the governor had mentioned or insinuated that it was just about 30 people, now it be say the terrorists then kidnapped. During that Woro massacre, where it be say they killed over 170 people, right? And they kidnapped a lot of other people, especially women and children. So while Ibi say the government be not talking about 30 people or so, now they kidnapped. And they also played down the number of those that were even killed. They said it was about just they said it was about 72 people or so that were killed. Before foreign media began report 170, and then the villagers come begin talk, say now about 200 people nine died. Nine these terrorists then get mine. That morning yesterday, come release video, they show say, hey, say what's in the kidnap actually reach about 176 people. In fact, they make them count themselves and reveal their numbers. Only for us, instead of us to hear a direct comment from the governor to show, say, oh, this is not the situation of things, so for the state, or this now, waiting these people talk, or this is the effort we're making to bring back our people. We rather saw him in a comment where he's saying that the only thing he's committed to doing now is to ensuring that the Labour Party that he wins the FCT election for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And you know, the FCT is also a problem for President Tinubu to win because of what happened for inside the 2023 election, especially considering, say, that 2023 election, both him and Atiku Abubakar did not win the FCT. And it was a major, a major issue for inside the Supreme Court. In fact, for all the litigations or the tribunal where BC happened, a major issue. So people don't talk this one. Say, why BC or Abdulrazaq will talk like, make I quickly play you the video, sir, while I take your reaction. It's quite short. Take a listen.
On behalf of the Excellencies and many other esteemed colleagues on the committee, I assure Mr. President and our party leaders that we will work as a team with local stakeholders and community influencers to deliver FCT to the all-progressive Congress. I'm confident that the good people of the Federal Capital Territory across the 6 council areas will come out to align with our party and show truly that APC is not just the party of now, but also the veritable vessel to Nigeria's progress and sustainable future. I therefore call on party members and leaders in the
All right, sir. So Prince Francis Chilaka, that's exactly what the governor said. Oga Abdulrahman Abdulrazaq, he's committed, he's focused to ensuring that the Labour Party, sorry, APC or the president means the FCT. Make a reaction, sir.
We're in a situation where those we have allowed into leadership positions are mediocres. I've always said that the battle that is going on between the governor, say the governor of Rivers State, for instance, and Fubara, has nothing to do with the people. You can see how shameless the governor is. He's so shameless. At the time when he should be mourning, at the time when he should be, reflecting on the fact that that he could not protect the lives and properties of the people of Kwara State at a time when he should be in a sober reflection. He's talking about politics. He's talking about winning an election. The election he's talking about winning is not even in his own state. This simply shows you how clueless, how wicked, how unreasonable those who have held sway as leaders in this country are. And you see psychopaths clapping for him. Sometimes I think that those who clap are more stupid than those who speak. None of those people in that gathering could ask the governor or could say to him, sir, what are you doing about the people that have been slaughtered in Kwara State? What are you doing for the fact that the kidnappers have shown a video telling the world that you have been lying? Those are questions we should ask him. But you're hopeless people, clapping their hands, clapping their future, clapping their lives away. Everything in Nigeria has turned into politics. The president goes to pee, you clap. The vice president goes to brush his teeth, you clap. The governors, get high on booze, you clap. What kind of people are we? Who did this to Nigerians? Whatever that the governor of Kwara State calls himself, whatever he thinks about himself, honestly, the man is shameless. He is completely a non-entity. He is not fit to be called a governor.
Sir?
Yes, he is not fit to be called a governor.
Anyway.
Because you have people in your states who have been kidnapped, people have been killed, people have been slaughtered in your state. Instead of you to come out boldly as a governor to begin to find lasting solution to it, you are busy saying how you're going to win election in the FCT. Precious, honestly, this set of leaders are a disappointment.
All right, I'm coming. You just did mention the issue about terrorism, and that now one of the stories really for the front burner. A lot of people may not know that the first wave of the U.S. military personnel has arrived in Nigeria. Remember, within the week, we'll be talking about how Congressman Riley Moore say they deploy a troops of about 200 soldiers to control our military on how to combat terrorism. And people see the wonder, why would we need external military to train us on how to combat terrorism when Nigeria is actually the best within, West African sub-region? So waiting they do us. But the first wave of U.S. military personnel has arrived in Nigeria, marking the start of the development of roughly 200 American intelligence analysts, advisors, and trainers to assist Nigerian forces in targeted counterterrorism operations aimed partly by protecting Christians, officials confirmed just last Friday. Now, a U.S. military plane landed in Maiduguri, Gongon, on Thursday night, officials said. The first tranches of about 100 troops will steadily arrive over the weekend. Now, with several additional aircraft carrying troops and equipment expected in the coming weeks. So some don't land with some equipment, more will come also land with more equipment. Now, Major General Samaila Oba, a Nigerian defense spokesman, said the U.S. troops would focus on training and technical matters. They would focus on training and technical matters. So he said these personnel do not serve in a combat capacity. You understand why there is need for that clarification. He said these personnel do not serve in a combat capacity and will not assume a direct operational role. Why do we need a whole 200 people that are not going to serve in a combat capacity at all? A whole 200 troops. Now, he said Nigerian forces retain full command authority, make all operational decisions, and will lead all missions on Nigerian sovereign territory. So he said. Now, the deployment follows recommendations from a U.S.-Nigeria joint working group, with U.S. personnel providing advisory support at various locations. The U.S. Defense Department official confirmed the non-combat focus, noting that Americans will operate primarily from command posts. Now, the footprints of the joint operations will span several volatile regions. A Nigerian official said troops will be sent to the northern states where jihadist groups like Boko Haram have been active, and to the middle belt, which has been very important, by the way, for to the United States, because they're always mentioning them, where violence against Christians has been pronounced, according to them. Now, because the troops are landing in remote areas with limited infrastructure, early work will focus on setting up secure communications, emphasis on secure communications. US made a joke with secure communications, base infrastructure, and operational security alongside Nigerian forces. Now, the first batch of newly trained Nigerian operational forces was deployed to Plateau State this week. Moving forward, combined US Nigerian forces will build joint mission planning capabilities using intelligence from both sides, including US surveillance flight from Ghana will come in to help us check the area well, make we not see everything be okay. Now, Pentagon described the mission as temporary, expected to last a few months. Those successful operations could lead to further deployment. This now what's in this. So Prince Francis Chila, can make a take a reaction to this conversation, sir.
When the Nigerian government talks or issues a press statement to anybody in government, we take it with a pinch of salt, because at the end of the day, you find out that they say one thing and another thing is happening. I've been thinking, and I'm going to be very, very frank with you. I've been thinking, just as the Nigerian government and the American government are planning for an onslaught, and we hear that the Americans will not be in the battlefield. They will be at more like a command center, so they call it. Now I'm asking, what do you think would happen if, for any reason, the command center is attacked, an American soldier gets killed? What do you think would happen? You think that the soldiers would stand by and watch one of theirs being killed? Do you think that will be what will happen? So, the Nigerian government don't seem to know what they're getting into. They don't seem to know what they're getting into. If only they know, because in situations like this, you need to think out of the box. You even need to think as if there's no box at all. In as much as you say they want to gather intelligence, what intelligence are they going to gather? What data are they gathering? After all, during the 25th of December airstrike, your government said they provided the details, they provided the intel. Does it mean that the intel they provided was not accurate? So there are a lot of questions begging for an answer. Nigeria has always been a country that has sent her soldiers out to quell insurgents, to quell, situations like this. But suddenly, all of a sudden, we are now the ones at the receiving end. We are now the ones that the American soldiers are coming to help. And in coming to help, you're saying that, they will be stationed in command centers. Does that make any sense? If they're going to station them in command centers, why Maiduguri? Why did they come to Abuja? Why did they come to Lagos? So at the end of the day, you're going to see these soldiers on the field. It is only for them to be on the field. That is the only way that this whole menace can be caught. But looking at it from another angle, do you think that the government has the political will to end this insurgents? Because if the government has the political will, a governor of Kwara State will not abandon the faith of his people, abandon his people that have been kidnapped, and be giving a press conference talking about election that is happening next year. He would have been more circumspect. He would have had more common sense to know that what he is doing is the worst thing any human person can do. So, in other words, the governor of Kwara State has come out boldly to tell the people, you people don't matter. Kwara people, you people don't matter. Your governor has no respect for you people. And not only him, it cuts across the entire country. The governors, the senators, the honorable, they don't care about the people. They only care about how much of Nigerian natural and wealth, common wealth, they can steal to themselves. Because all our leaders do, all our leaders, what they do is to steal from us, the people, and stash it abroad. They steal for themselves, they steal for their wives, they steal for their children, they steal for their in-laws, they steal for their cronies, they steal for their children that are yet unborn. Even their sons and daughters who are not married, they steal for them, waiting for the children they will give birth to. And the ordinary Nigerians are at the receiving end. We are all at the receiving end. So we don't matter, our lives don't matter to them. When I saw the video released by the kidnappers today, I saw it today, I was shedding tears. So anybody that, see, I will tell you this, take it to the bank. You see the presence of the Americans on Nigerian soil is going to create more problems.
How so? Remember, say they also don't talk about the Chinese. Say Chinese, they hate terrorism for Nigeria.
Let me tell you, those who are, see, there's going to be a battle of the Titans. Those who are supporting, those who are financing terrorism will become more daring. Yes, they're going to become more daring. They're going to pump in more money. They're going to find ways of getting weapons across to these people. And you will find out that these people will become more daring in the sense that, look at what, if you listen to that video, what happened in Kwara simply shows you see those who were kidnapped are women and children.
Mostly women and children. Mostly women and
children. The implication of that is that men were the ones that were killed.
Yes, but they said it now during the attack. They said it that they focused on killing the men, and then
when you kill men,
women and children.
When you kill men in a society, what do you think that means? It means you are taking over those lands. You don't want any resistance. And you know, Nigeria is a country where women don't have rights over land. And that is why you still have Nigerians living in IDP camps. And government is not thinking of how best. Who are those occupying those lands? Why are they still there? Why have they not been chased away? So you're going to find out that this whole fight is going to become, as long as government has decided in her wisdom not to expose those who are behind and those who are financing terrorism in Nigeria, I am telling you, it's going to get worse.
So do you see this administration not coming out, especially with waiting that they start with Malami now, where it be say then they accuse them of funding terrorism, and waiting the right for the case file and say because say they hand them over the names of those who they sponsor terrorism and he did nothing about it. So that means somehow
no,
you see them coming out now to reveal the names of those sponsoring terrorism and also fighting them squarely.
How can they say they handed him over the names? All the while, the late Buhari never told you he gave the names to Malami. Buhari never. After all, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over from Buhari. Buhari was alive when he took over. Was Buhari dead? So why didn't President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ask for that list from Buhari? And let it be that Buhari will now tell him to go. So why are they shifting the goalposts when the match has started? The football is heading towards corner kick, and you're shifting the goalposts towards that end to ensure that it enters into the goalpost. So as far as I'm concerned, I think that the government is culpable. The government cannot excuse herself. The government cannot tell Nigerians that list, that is part of the handover note. That ordinarily should have been part of the handover note. So if that list was not handed over to President Buhari as at the time he took over office, then it means that something, and he kept quiet. You know, the only person you can lie against is the dead person. You cannot lie against somebody who is alive. So at the end of the day, everybody will be pointing fingers at the late Buhari, but he's gone. He's mute. You can't talk. You can't see him. So while he was alive, why did they not confront him for that list? Why?
You know what you said about
let me finish. While he was alive and they were busy, this government administration was busy persecuting Emefiele. Why did they not ask for the man who was giving instructions to Emefiele? You and I are witnesses. We are living witnesses when, during the period of the designing of the Naira and everything, when the president did a presidential broadcast, I said, I am the one giving instructions to this man. Why did President Bola Ahmed Tinubu not persecute Buhari while he was alive? Are we now saying that once you're a president in this country or an ex-president of this country, you cannot be persecuted? You cannot be investigated? Then we're building a monster, we're calling it democracy.
All right, so you know, you talked about stealing national wealth and even stealing for family members. It just reminds me of what Jonathan said during the 2015 election. When in the talk, so many Nigerians don't believe these people will come. See, if they get anything better than what they do, say them for do them or they for talk about them. That how can they be saying change? And then yet, the national confab when you hold, when you don't talk, say, this confab don't look at the roadmap to getting Nigeria to the right path. And then they are still insisting that they were not going to honor the national confab and they refuse to be part of it. So that is to say that they don't have any good plan for the country. So a lot of people now come to remember this video, they make it look like, say, can't you be like, say, now
hold on. With due respect to your former president, Jonathan, he is the weakest link of leadership I've seen. He is the weakest link. If he was a man who understands what it means to be presidential, if he was a man who believed in what he was doing. You see, the funny thing is that no Nigerian leader wants to die. That was why when they did NSAS, late President Buhari said, those young youths, they want to overthrow his government. So the point I'm trying to make is that Jonathan, as the president, as at the time before the elections, he had all the power to implement to the letter everything about that confab. Why did he not do it? Since he said that, you know, his political ambition is not worth the life of any Nigerian, why didn't he undertake to implement the recommendations of that confab? So when he now begins to talk now or then, after the harm has been done, I honestly don't take him serious. I feel he's just sounding politically correct. But the truth is that he's also part of those who have put Nigeria where we are
today. All right,
today.
so let me quickly just recall some of the things he said to Nigerians so that they would quickly...
Can no longer go backward. We must move forward. And I said that when you talk about change, the only thing that can bring a lasting change in this country is implementation of the national conference that all Nigerians gathered to come up with a document and say that if we begin to do things this way, we will change this country for better. These people who are talking about change refuse to participate. They say they will not implement it. So what change are they bringing? Every time you listen to them, you see the bitterness in their hearts. Bitter, anger, as if somebody has taken their property. Venom. And I said that, look, you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't have a peaceful heart, a friendly heart, You cannot bring peace to people. For you to bring peace, you must be somebody who can forgive, somebody who preaches peace. It's not somebody who would ask people to go and kill that will bring peace. It will bring crisis to us, especially now that society is so sophisticated and small, light arms and small weapons are all over the place. You set this country ablaze, and we will not go back to those primitive days. This country must move forward.
All right, so Prince Francis Chilaka, you don't hear what Goodluck Jonathan talk then, accusing the administration, people we dey now, so it been good like people they full of anger, and that the way it be said that they carry themselves, and they're very unforgiving, and it doesn't look like they'll bring any positive change. So a lot of people are looking at it like, because honestly, the country seemed better on that, Jonathan, than these set of people now.
It is not a matter of saying the country seemed better. The country was far, far, far better. The country was moving at a lightning, a lightning space. The country was moving so fast. We were almost getting there. We were almost getting to a situation where we could say things were stabilizing. But the question is, what did he do? What did he do? Why did he not implement? What stopped him from implementing it? So why would he, after failing Nigerians, he's the one that caused all the problem in Nigeria today.
How did he cause the problem in Nigeria, sir?
He should take responsibility. He should take responsibility.
How did he cause the problem?
See, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. The same Jonathan was telling us at that time that he has elements in his government. Why did he not root them out? Why did he not root them out? He knew that they were going to take power from him. At the end of the day, he ended up crying like a child that lost his cookies. We agreed that his blood is not worth, the blood of Nigerians is not worth his political ambition. But what did he do to safeguard the lives of the people? What did he do? Sometimes when Jonathan talks and when people try to defend him, I laugh. You saw what the lecturer Odua did within the shortest possible time he was alive. You and I saw what he did. The electoral reform we talk about today, he started it. The lecturer Odua was the first elected president of this country who came out to apologize and tell Nigerians that the election that brought him to power was fraught with, rigging and everything. That is a man of character. That is a man of integrity. What did Jonathan bestow on Nigerians? Too much grammar. Too much talk.
I hope you're not contradicting yourself, sir. You just said that he did very well and that Nigeria was moving with the speed of light when he was here.
Precious.
Sir?
Precious. Sir? I am not contradicting myself. I know what I said. You are making reference in terms of the livelihood, the economic viability of Nigerians. The purchasing power of Nigerians under Jonathan was acceptable, was good. Nobody would deny that. But the question is, in terms of ensuring that the structure is perfect, that the institutions are working well, what did he do? There was a confab that millions were spent, people who, had to come every now and then to deliberate and everything. Why did he, up to tomorrow, Jonathan has not told Nigerians why he did not implement the resolutions, the recommendations of the confab. Why?
That's the only reason why he's weak.
If he had implemented, or even if it was 50% of it, Nigeria would not be where it is today. A lot of things, because that confab was at the point where Nigerians looked themselves in the face, eyeball to eyeball, and they said to themselves, this cannot continue, this cannot continue, this is workable. And they sent the recommendations to him. And everybody, even children in their mother's wombs, were waiting anxiously for Jonathan to take that bold step. Why did he not take it? He has never, for once, explained to Nigerians why he refused to implement the resolutions of that confab. He has refused to take responsibility. And that is my annoyance with Jonathan. He has refused to take responsibility. He needs to take responsibility and come out clean and tell Nigerians, I couldn't do this because of, so that Nigerians will know, so that the grudge Nigerians have for him can subside. Except people are lying to him, except he's also living in, living in euphoria. But the truth is that Nigerians are not happy.
All right, sir. So let's quickly
because tomorrow to name him.
Go ahead, sir.
No, I'm finished.
Okay.
Move on.
So moving on very quickly, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, says he will ensure that candidates not endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election will not win the FCT area council elections scheduled for February 21. In fact, next Saturday. He's saying go make sure say anybody when no go support President Tinubu to win for 2027 no go also win this FCT election. And this people don't see him as a big threat. Wait a minute. How can you say this as the FCT? I'm coming on. That Mr. Wike stated this in Abuja yesterday night during Senator Sandy Ono's 60th birthday. Now, the minister who said he owed no one an apology for endorsing Mr. Tinubu promised to support any candidate who supports the president at all costs, regardless of their political party. He said, we have the FCT area council election coming up on February 21, next Saturday, and I have a duty to support my candidate, to support any candidate who supports President Tinubu to win. It is also my duty, you know how in this Abbey talk, it is also my duty to ensure that any candidate who is not supporting Tinubu does not win in the election. And I owe no one apology for my stand. That's what he said. Now, about 1.6 million registered voters have been cleared to participate in the elections, according to the Independent National Electoral Commission. Voters are expected to choose chairpersons and vice chairpersons across the 6 area councils, as well as 62 councils covering 68 constituencies. While the ruling All Progressives Congress, People's Democratic Party, and ADC Congress, African Democratic Congress, has fielded candidates for the poll, Labour Party was barred from fielding candidates in the process of nomination irregularities. I mean, the Abure camp and, all of those. Meanwhile, Mr. Wike described the celebrant. Okay, well, let's not even talk about the celebrant. Before that, too, he also did call people who came out to, protest. Say, no, Nigerians, no mind us when we come and protest. Those few people, make I show you what they talk there. Make you just
I don't know when you conducted a referendum to know that Nigerians want to know. Don't be like few the referendum to know that Nigerians want to know. Don't be like few people who went to National Assembly and said this is what Nigerians want. But by and large, like you said, the funding is through IGL. That's why we are very aggressive in the drive for IGL. And to the glory of God, we've been doing quite well, and so the funding is through the IGL mainly. It's not for
so this is him taking a jab at Amechi and Peter Obi for coming out to protest and saying that Nigerians should not be like a few people who came out to protest to say that they want this or they want that. Let me quickly take a reaction, sir.
Well, for me, I think that I've stopped taking Wike serious. I see Wike as a clog in the wheel of progress. Yes, that's the truth. I see Wike as a man who is consumed by power and who believes that the only way he can be relevant to himself and to his family is by being in government.
So the problem with the thing, I say this statement we make now. What is INEC doing about it? Not be said tomorrow now go here abracadabra. Some people don't win.
We keep saying INEC. We used to see INEC as independent. INEC is no longer independent.
They are the ones conducting the 2027 election. Whether they are independent or not. And Nigeria should be expecting them to do the right thing right now.
INEC is not independent to Precious. If INEC is independent, a lot of people have been doing campaigns. Even when INEC said they shouldn't do campaign, what has INEC done about it? So you have an institution that is supposed to be independent, but yet the finances of the institution depends on the body language of a certain person. So if the person's body language is of anger and frustration, he takes it out on INEC. If he wakes up from sleep and quarrels with the wife, that day, INEC is in trouble. So you just have a weird situation, a situation that you don't understand the beginning, you don't understand the end. You don't even know where we're headed.
Let me quickly also show you something, because people are now looking at it that did President Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually give him that mandate to rig out anybody who would not support him? Based on the comments he made here, take a listen.
He came up with a lot of good ideas. I remember the day Nyesom Wike came to.
Can you hear him?
Go ahead.
He came up with a lot of good ideas. I remember the day Nyesom Wike came to me and said, please take us out of this problem of TSA so that I can do more work and achieve more. And I said, okay, show me what you're about to do. And he presented himself. And I threw in my own political jibe. Say, will that give me any opportunity for my party to win election in I say, I know where you are coming from, your own party or my party. But if this thing goes too much in your own favor, you will lose your job. So, okay, we will settle that, okay.
When Wike came to him and all that, asking that they exempt FCT from TSA, and he did say something to him that I will do for you, but you said make sure say you go make sure say our party win, because I know say from another political party, and the way they look at them, make sure say what they do no too much on your party side, because if you too much on your party, if you lose your job, something like that. So people are looking at it like, could this be a directive to ensure that no matter what happens, win FCTA for me? And that's
Do you want to do
claiming that nothing will happen. Say in go make sure the person no win, sir.
Do you want a those states? You remember that famous quote? Do you want a those states?
Do you want me to give you a those states?
Yes. Yes. And it says it is what? Done. And what happened? Monday Kwara became a beneficiary of that position.
All right, sir. Okay, are you there, sir?
Everything within her power.
Oh dear, sincere apologies. The network just booted you out. Go ahead, sir. Sorry, I think the network just booted you out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir? I cannot hear you anymore. Excuse me, sir. Let's see if we'll have him rejoin us. Can you hear me, sir? Go ahead, please.
I can hear you.
At some point.
I can hear you. So, everything Mr. President has done from the 29th of May, 2023 going forward is about re-election.
Yeah. So he immediately started. He just started.
Immediately he said subsidy is gone. The next thing engineering was re-election. So it's the body language of Mr. President has been the body language of those working for him. But the fact that the part that they're missing out is the people. they have refused to carry the people along because they see the people as a burden. And until they realize the power of the people, I'm telling you, a lot of things will play out during the 2027 election. Go and write it down. A lot of things. A lot of people who stand by Mr. President will abandon him. And that is the way Nigerian politics has been played.
All right, so very quickly, we'll move to this quarrel between El-Rufai and Nuhu Ribadu, because like say the quarrel don't take another dimension. As El-Rufai posted a tweet earlier today that as part of his duty as a citizen, he wrote to the NSA to seek clarification on reports about the importation of his office of thallium sulfate, a very dangerous toxin. It's a matter of concern if anyone brings in any poison into the country, more so an odorless and colorless one. So now in the talk, so waiting make Nuhu Ribadu import thallium sulfate into the country. Waiting in one carry and do. Is this plan for 2027? What waiting the APC administration won't carry thallium do? Something where BC don't they ban in so many countries, especially for the purpose, except for the purpose of researches. Now they use them for, because it used to be something they used to use as anti-repellent for reptiles and all that before now. But they don't ban them because of how toxic it is and how dangerous it is. So waiting Nigerian government needs that kind of thing. And this is a very serious allegation. This now after Indon confessed to tapping the phone numbers of the NFO. What do we think is going on here, sir?
Well, what is going on is the fact that Yendeba, you tap my own, I tap your own. And in the process of tapping and tapping, some information that should not be in the open space is now available to El-Rufai. And knowing El-Rufai for who he is, he has told you that he has only one ambition, that now that he has become an elder statesman, and that ambition is to ensure that this administration does not continue. So whatever it is that is going on between him and the NSA, I think he has to report to the Nigerian people. He has been accused of something. Let us not sweep it under the carpet. Let him come out and respond to the Nigerian people and tell the Nigerian people what chemicals he has brought in, what he's using it for. You know, I mean, between you and I, we didn't even know that the Office of the National Security Advisor can do importation. I didn't know it was into clearing and forwarding. I'm just knowing that now. So we need to clearing and forwarding. Yes, now. Is it to clearing and forwarding? How did those things come in? Who cleared them? So it's not just something that we should throw under the carpet. It's something that he needs to clarify. And this goes to show you how much information is available to El-Rufai. It shows you how much information is available to him. I agree that it was wrong to tap the phone line of the NSA. But like I said, the government is tapping their own lines without a court order. So they too are at risk. So make all of us there at risk at the same time. So whatever it is,
you put me at risk, I put you at risk.
Simple. So whatever it is that is between him and the NSA need to come. This is the time for him to come clean to Nigerians. He needs to be deliberate about it. Come clean, tell Nigerians, oh, this is this is it, this is that. And allow an independent investigator to handle the matter. Whatever comes out, Nigerians will take it.
All right, sir. So let's quickly move on to other conversations before we open the phone line. Before I open the phone line, here is Ethno-political, also campaigning for.
This President Buhari
has gone viral and people are talking about it. Is there any problem here?
This President Buhari is Muslim, but God instilled in him to go and look for George, the Christian. Out of 200 million Nigerians, look at that George. Not sure that Tinubu has no boundary. no boundary. You come to Abuja, you see Wike is Igbo man. You see Omahi is Igbo man, minister. Everywhere, no boundary. All the type of people we want. To lead Nigeria after 80 years, Nigeria will change. It started changing. Now I beg everybody to support
let me quickly stop it. OUTRAGE is basically saying that
nothing to
Nigerians should give Tinubu 8 years. That after 8 years, Nigeria will change. He said same thing. I have an evidence of where he said almost same thing while campaigning for Buhari's second term or two. And then he said that Tinubu has done well by employing Igbo men.
Precious, please. The life of OUTRAGE is a businessman. Let us start from there. And OUTRAGE cannot do what Erufai did at the airport and go scot-free. No matter how close he is to President Buhari, he cannot do it.
President Tinubu?
I'm sorry, President Tinubu. An Igbo man cannot do what Erufai did. Go and take it. Go and write it down.
Why? Are we not all Nigerians?
Because the Igbo man is still nursing that mentality of a captured individual.
Are they nursing or they are being treated as captured people?
No, first of all, you nurse an idea. Even if they are being treated, have they stood up? Have they stood their grounds? So the Igbo man has made himself available. And like, Fayoshe said, it's not about money. The Igbo man is too money conscious. We cannot deny it. We cannot lie about it. It's the truth.
Wait a minute, sir. Are you saying that everything Isaac, sorry, Isaac Fayoshe be named? Everything Isaac Fayoshe said is true? Fayoshe's brother, that Igbo men can sell their own brothers for money.
Precious, I remember when you used to.
Your Igbo brothers will come for you.
Precious, my Igbo brothers that come for me are very stupid. Yes, my Igbo brothers, any one of them that will come for me is a very stupid. Is not an Igbo man.
Why?
If you remember, I've always held the position that Igbo leaders are culpable with what is happening in the Southeast. The Igbo leaders are culpable. The Igbo leaders you have in Igbo land today, none of them have done half of what Nyesom Wike did. None of them. None of them even have the mentality, the stability, the goodness of the late Nyesom Wike. None of them.
So is that
that is how you know good leadership.
So is that why everything that Isaac Fayoshe said would be true?
What did he say that is not true, Precious?
I mean, he was just insinuating that.
How did he say that is not true?
He's a snitch.
Mention one. Mention one of the things he said that you believe is not true.
Say all Igbo people say they go betray their brother. Say see Igbo say Yoruba people, them Yoruba people, they don't let their brother Igbo they prison. Even Fulani people say we be saying that the bandits who they kill.
But let us stop. Let us stop the pity party.
Their own brother.
Precious, hold on. Let us stop pity party.
And they said he's saying that people can sell their brothers some money. But that's
it's the truth. It's the truth. We know it. I'm a proud Igbo man, and I'm telling you, it is the truth. Already it is playing out. In the run-up to 2023 elections, Precious, tell me how many prominent Igbo men stood behind P2B. Mention them. When others were queuing behind their own, don't forget that it was during the campaigns we had the slogan, Balabu, Balaba. We seem to have forgotten about it. But the Yorubas stood behind their own.
Yeah.
How many
So
Igbos?
you're saying that if Igbo people had someone like
how
that,
many Igbos stood behind Peter Obi in 2023? Mention their names. How many? So the Igbo man has made himself become an endangered species in Nigeria. And to a large extent, he is the cause of his own problem.
How is the Igbo man the cause of his own problem?
Because the Igbo man will sell his brother for 1 naira.
I don't understand how that is correct, sir.
Well, I'm an Igbo man, and I'm telling you. Have you not seen? Precious, go and find out. In this country, an Igbo man occupying an office as a minister or even a permanent secretary, walk into his office and speak Igbo to him, he will look at you like an alien.
They don't help themselves. He won't help his fellow Igbo man.
They don't. They don't.
But the Yoruba man will help his fellow Yoruba man.
When we're talking about Nnamdi Kanu, did you ever see the Oyo Furniture come to Lagos during the case or Abuja? At least if the Oyo Furniture had come out to say, this man, release him to me, because of his position in the society, the government probably would have listened to him. So it is not anybody trying to decimate the Igbos or anything. What the truth must be said, and that truth is that the Igbo man is a problem to himself and to his Igbo community.
Yeah.
And we cannot take that away.
For context, let me quickly play this for those who may not understand what we're talking about, because some people feel they think say they no understand what we talk about. So the younger brother to Ayodele Fayoshe, Isaac Fayoshe, made a comment. In fact, this comment don't raise a lot of reaction recently. In fact, he made another video where he even said that his wife is from Anambra State, or one of his wives is from Anambra State, and that he loves Igbos a lot, but it doesn't stop the fact that he stands by what he said. So I mean, he doubled down on what he said. Make you not be like say the fear you stuck him. So I would like just quickly play that video, make people understand exactly the context so Ibise what you talk about. A lot of people know they're happy with you for waiting Ibise you talk. Unfortunately, but then your stand remains your stand in the conversation. Let me quickly.
Precious, I have said to you, and I will say it again on your
Thank
channel.
God, say I know
Any
the Igbo
that
by
is not happy
tribe.
with what I'm saying is a fool. We are lying to ourselves. We must tell ourselves the truth. The truth is bitter, but we must say it to ourselves.
All right, let me quickly.
When Nnamdi Kanu was incarcerated, I kept saying it. I said, the Igbo people will abandon him. It is the bad leadership in Igbo land that led to someone like Nnamdi Kanu. Have they changed? Have our leaders changed? The Igbo leaders are more better in pulling him down syndrome. And that's the truth. Look at what's happening. Look, even though some people are coming to say, oh, what you're seeing on social media is not about the government of Abia State. But we know the man is working. We can see the things he's doing that Abia people are happy. But yet, some of the Igbo leaders are not happy. Because they believe that the man is a madman to do what some governors could not do in 24 years.
But Prince Rasichila, let me quickly play that and come back to your conversation, because it looks like you're generalizing about all Igbo people. Surely there are people who are not like that. Except you also mean to say that you are like that. I
am not generalizing, but the people I'm talking about, they know themselves. Those who support them know themselves.
All right, sir. Let me quickly play that video so that I.
Thank God, say I no be Igbo by tribe. That tribe, they are so easy to buy. You just hold money and power. They will follow you like puppy dog. You know, forgetting Nnamdi Kanu for Chokoto prison. But our Yoruba, our own Igbo shall don't come. They don't clear him. And all his sins are forgiven. Now it's going to take royal title from Ile-Ife. But your own Nnamdi, Ide Sokoto, and all of you come they wear a mandate cap. What a tribe. Thank God say I no be Igbo or Peo, like I stay my Yoruba jeje, Esheo. I think why Igbos think they are marginalized is because they are so cheap to buy in the markets. When something is cheap, they feel marginalized. Tell me one Yoruba major person where they jail now. Even Sunday Igboho is out. Tell me one Hausa northerner or Fulani where they jail now. We be strong, you know, activist or whatever you want to call it. None. Even the bandits where they kidnap, where they do everything, they still get person where they speak for them. Gumi, he go still speak, say my people, give them education. Now why they be like this? He go still stand for his people. But the Igbos, tell me one politician in Igbo land that you can compare with Tinubu. One, just one. They are not even like this. Everybody scatter. Everybody want money. So, and they come out, they say, we are marginalized. Marginalize my foods when na cash and carry life. What a tribe. What a tribe. That is it. It is what it is. The way you lay your bed, now so you go lie on it. I'm not being tribalistic, but I'm just trying to let you know the gospel truth of life. When you are affordable, you turn to commodity that anybody can buy. Can see how they do now. In our brothers don't they put the cap. Majority don't sway. Hey, now money they there, protection they there. I don't call. But my own tribe. You see how many Yoruba they talk self. Apart from me, majority of Yoruba think say Omali self na here. Or because I believe in what I believe in, and I believe in a better Nigeria. So I'll keep fighting for my country. But the Igbos, as a tribe, every man for himself, God for us all. Every man, every Igbo man for himself, God for them all.
All right, so I mean, this is not a conversation. I just needed to put a perspective to that. To play that for a purpose of, to put a perspective. But that now waiting happened, and a lot of people don't know. So, but before,
Precious,
not move on from it, so that I go quickly cover up, sir.
There's nothing Fayoshe has said that is not the truth. You remember, I told you, there was an article I wrote sometime last year, and I said Igbo leaders are culpable. And I know how I was dragged like I passed my neighbor generator. At the end of the day, that thing I wrote is exactly what played out. When it comes to this 2027 election, be watching. You'll be shocked at how many Igbos will come out to contest. You'll be shocked. They're all hiding under the carpet now, hiding under the rug, hiding under the tree, hiding under the truck. Before you know it now, you hear that 50 of them have picked tickets. Picked nomination forms for their parties. That is the mentality. So Fayoshe is right. I totally agree with him. Those who are upset, those who are angry, they should ask their leaders to change their mindset.
But many would ask, Igbo man, how many have you betrayed?
It's not about me. I kept, if you listen to what I keep saying, I said Igbo leaders. I've always been very clear with what I say. Igbo leaders are the problem. Those who call themselves leaders in Igbo land, they are the problem. It is when the leaders betray the people that the people no longer have what to hold.
All right, so let's move on very quickly. I'd like to play this video of an Australian who just lambasted Nigerians for being too greedy. Say, we know just, in fact, make I just quickly play and make you see what we say in talk. While we'll move on to
Nigerian friends, is your entire country set up to shake people down? Because coming in and out of Nigerian friends, is your entire country set up to shake people down? Because coming in and out of the airports there, I was told, now you give me cash at least 10 times. A lot of the roads have security checkpoints, but are they security checkpoints or shakedown checkpoints? Even going into my hotel, people weren't just looking me up and down to see if I was carrying anything dangerous. They were looking me up and down to see if there's anything that they could ask me for. Am I overreacting? Because this must stress you out on a daily basis. I was just visiting and I had a lot of fun. And I would say in Africa, Nigeria, #1 at fashion.
Oh, Prince Francis Chilaka, did you hear what he said? He said from airport, they don't even look like say carry something contraband. Did I rather look like how much he will give me now? What will he give? Anything for
Precious, when you hear things like this, you don't need to be alarmed. This is the reality. It's a reality check on what is happening in this country. We have lost it as a nation. We have lost it as a people. We have lost it. Morality in Nigeria has been thrown to the dogs. That is why you see that every day, go and check the newspapers, every day, customs, NDLEA are arresting people bringing in drugs or taking out drugs. On a daily basis.
What? Drugs? Hey. Wait, we lost you, Prince Francis Chilaka, for a moment. Oh dear. Okay, I'd like you to repeat what you just said. We lost you. You said something about NDLEA and drugs. We know here and where. Can you hear me? Okay, go ahead. Yes, you said something about NDLEA.
I said every day people bring in drugs, arms with impunity.
Wow.
The custom, Nigerian custom and NDLEA, they are seizing drugs from the land borders, the sea borders, the air borders on a daily basis. The immigration officers you have at the airport, those ones have become nuisance. They create traffic when an aircraft comes from abroad. They create traffic, and you see helping to sort out. They will work and using them, you know.
I don't know why we have this network issue. I really needed to let you land your thoughts in that conversation. Sincere apologies, Prince Francis Chilaka. I would like make you land your thought. But Nigerians, please kindly like and share this post. I beg you. Please like, share, make sure as many people as possible see it. And if it's your first time of joining us, have fun now. You know, have fun now. Help me subscribe now. Subscribe to this channel. Like and share. You know, say if you're a regular member, it's not an offering time now. Kindly just put your offering by liking and your tithes by sharing. That's the way we do it here. Please, thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys. And I do hope Prince Francis Chilaka will join us very quickly so that we can conclude on that thought. But very quickly, make I let you in on waiting. Chibika Michi and P2B talk with people don't they rush them for. Now, why would they say that? Why would they say that? And this don't they raise a lot of controversy. I not say tomorrow will be Monday they go on chew them rock. But let me play the videos for you. While I open the phone lines, phone lines are open. I'll let you in on the phone lines very shortly. Just take it.
Now, simple. By January next year, February next year, all of you will be in trouble if APC wins. Go and check. What you check? There is a tax law. Because George Tinubu, why is the tax law not being implemented? Ujo election. Immediately after election, APC will implement the tax law. The tax law is if I pay you 100 million naira for your building materials, automatically 25 million will leave your account. If you say it's a lie, take my statement to your lawyer. Tell your lawyer, give me the tax law and explain it to me. I'm a lawyer. The moment you pay, I come here, you give me building materials, you say it's 100 million, you say it's 20, if you say 20 million, if I pay you 20 million, Tinubu will collect 2.5. If you say it's 500,000 naira, Tinubu will collect, you will collect 2,500. 25% of every payment you get will go to the federal government. Okay, so let's even leave that. How does it affect everybody? It doesn't affect you alone. How does it affect everybody? If I come and I'm a landlord and I'm building a house, you charge me 25% because you won't bear it alone. You transfer it to the person who bought it. I will go and put 25% on the rent. If the rent, the man who rented the house is a doctor, to treat you, he will do what? If he's a carpenter, what will he do? You see, I don't even mind the tax. What I mind is that even after the tax, the money goes into private pockets. Now, I said, oh, so did Jesus, you say, Nande baby. That's what you've answered. That day, Jesus won't be there. At all. Don't do like Onisha market traders. Time for Angelus. Maria dance on then Kechuko 10,000 naira. We take go. Leave ego alone. Leave ego alone and do what? And protect your future. Go and vote. When you vote, don't go home. Not because of Mo. Mo is one person. It is because by the time you come, people won't come to buy your goods again because there is no money to buy the goods. You will not be able to go around to buy more materials. If you want to survive, don't look at my face. Whether you like me or not is immaterial. It is about you. Yes, it's about your children. Yes, you will not have money to pay school fees, because if you build that man 25%, school fees will increase by 25. Yes, this is not joke. I cannot say this in public if it's a lie. If you say it's a lie, Biko, go to your lawyer. If your son is a lawyer, call him. Say, my son, explain to me what is this tax law. And ask your son, why is Tinubu not implementing it now? Why is he waiting for election to finish before he implements it? He's waiting to finish so that you don't punish him. If Tinubu says, Tinubu is a hero, he's wrong, let him implement the law. If he implements the law, he will not even contest. Because even his mother and brother will vote for us. But he has kept it aside, waiting for you people to vote. After voting, if he's lucky, then the law will come. Then people will start crying. Then I will start laughing. You know, I was in APC. All the people that were doing graga in APC, graga. I was begging them, oh, I'm better than this man. They say it's a lie. Now when I see them, I will start laughing like a madman. They say, why are you laughing? As I told you, and 80% of them, he has sacked them. He has sacked Badru, he has sacked Ganduje, he has sacked Erufai, everybody, they run. And me, I'm still doing what? I'm still laughing. Don't allow me to come here next year to laugh you in their shop. Oh. May God bless you.
By I mean, he joined the ADC candidate. But there's one thing the ADC people have done that I like. All the top candidates, Atiku Abubakar don't join Mo campaign. P2B don't join Mo more than 2-3 times campaign. Amechi don't come join Mo to campaign. And this is really commendable. But we never really see big wigs of APC join their own APC candidates like that. Maybe they just did too big. Or maybe they feel they get the election at their fingertips. So they never bother.
When you see a governor and a minister coming to tell you that they will deliver by fire, by thunder, by hook or by crook, what other campaign do you want them to do? But like I keep saying, 2027 is going to be an election between the government and aggrieved and poverty-ridden Nigerians. You see, what Amechi has said is not far from the truth. If you remember, when this whole thing about the tax reform bill and all of that, the governors in the north objected it. But the governors in the south, because of their greed and selfishness, they all pretended it was all was well. One thing I know for sure, if the tax law is implemented today, it will be easy collecting it from southern states. To collect it from the northern states.
Make I ask you a question.
Like passing through the eye of the needle.
Yeah, so a lot of Northerners don't come and say they no go ever pay that tax. No could do it we won't do. How?
And they're not okay.
Wait now. So how is it possible? The reason I'm asking is that I noticed that we're in band A, B, C, D in here. And then the tariff, even if you even check about tariff, don't go up well. And feel like so would they get for the Northerners? Say Northerners need to pay the same things they pay for the different bands. Why?
We have two countries within the country. Whether we like it or not, that's the truth. We have two countries within the country.
Yeah.
The North is an entirely different country from the South. And I believe
you're saying that the federal government cannot, go feed do them the same thing way they do for everybody.
Which federal government? Which federal government? Is it the federal government that is concentrating on the election? Or is it the federal government that has driven Nigerians into multidimensional poverty? So which government are you looking at?
So, but I mean, this tax law is not exactly the way Amechi made it look now. And Nigerians are saying that how can he be so uninformed?
Well, Precious, go and read the tax law and interpret it to your listeners and your viewers. Go and read the tax law. Don't forget that the tax law is having issues. It's having issues of the content. At least the National Assembly has established the fact that the one they sent to the president for assent and what came back are not the same.
That's not true. Akpabio came back from Christmas recession, and said that there is nothing, there is no difference, that people are just.
Now, you won't believe.
And the deputy speaker also talked to him. So the two of them.
Wait. If you want to believe people in the Senate, now Akpabio.
He's the leadership of he's the leader of the National Assembly.
So what? What has his leadership done for Nigerians? The leadership of Akpabio affected the price of food in the market. How? And the deputy speaker they talk, no be Kanu.
Yes, sir.
The one that is thinking of his re-election.
He said, "Madam, he said they beg everybody join vote." He said Tinubu's second term, the important passing himself. So make them make sure they vote Tinubu.
Then go carry our fingers. Okay. We'll go to print.
All right, very quickly, make I just take you on waiting P2B talk for inside Akwa Ibom State. By the way, before I even take you on waiting in talk, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Oga Pastor Umo Eno, we hear say no give P2B access to the nursing schools. Where we say they when you supposed to go visit. We know anytime P2B go to any state, they also like to go to some schools or nursing schools and like that to give them something. Say the governor no give P2B access to the nursing school. And this some people they say that because of state of politics, now make it no give P2B access to nursing school. Should you deprive people of whatever good outcome their way because of political ambition, and more so who's a pastor?
Precious, you see, when you bring this, you see this pastor one that they call, and they run my stomach.
Sorry, sir.
The politicians you have in Nigeria who claim to be pastors are more evil-minded than the ordinary people who don't even know anything about pastorhood. Is it not the same governor who came out and said that if you are working in the state, you must be a member of the party, or else contracts and everything you want from the state will not be given to you? He said it. So how does it become a role model? How does it look at somebody you should look up to? Whether I grant P2B or not, P2B was in Akwa Ibom, the turnout was amazing. So now that organic crowd where they follow P2B, then they fear. That is not something that came on the platter of gold. So as a governor, why not get that kind of crowd?
All right, so make a quickly play with him to talk for that event very quickly. So that
They want to show everybody because people do not be candidate. Why are you scared? Why are you scared? They are gathering up. They are all the helpless citizens. They are everything. Why are you scared? Come on now. Let's go back for the competition. If you don't know today, the federal government of Nigeria does not want me, Peter Obi, to be a candidate of any party, but I'll be candidate. If the government is a sign, civil democracy, we will do that democracy. If the right let them do election inside their house without transmission, we will transmit it to them. On 7 days after. True. 7 days, exactly 7 days after. Exactly. INEC said that the chairman is no longer chairman. True. Within the same month, court gave judgment affecting the embassy chairman because Peter Obi is gone. True. Because Peter Obi is gone. Another they are doing everywhere. They want to show everybody because people do not be candidate. Why are you scared? Why are you scared? They are gathering up. They are all the helpless citizens. They are everything. Why are you scared? Come on now. Let's go back for the competition. And then they have reduced campaign time. They have not reduced campaign time to 3 months. Why are you reducing it? Leave people to campaign. Why are you reducing campaign time? Other countries allow people to campaign for 1 year so we can know who is who. I'm shouting now. This is time to say anybody who says they want to be presidential candidate, governorship candidate, let's publish his primary school, secondary school.
All right, Prince Francis Chilakasa, you don't hear waiting Peter talk. Let me quickly take a reaction to what he said.
Well, everybody knew from the one that the reason why political parties outside the APC were having problems was because of P2P. But I can tell you that the P2P I see today makes me happy because I'm seeing a completely new and different P2P. I'm seeing the real P2P that is ready to do politics, not the P2P that was going to the altar to kneel down every day. No, I'm seeing a P2P that is ready for Nigerian politics. And the Nigerian politics is give and take, bass blows for bass blows, no smiling. So, I mean, he has the right to say his mind, and he has said it the way he wants to say it. So, all I know is that at the end of the day, the people should decide who they want and what they want.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prince Francis Chilaka. There's a lot more we have to say. I need to open the phone lines, but I need to release you because I know that today is already fast spent. Whilst I take my calls, let me quickly let you go. Thank you so much for obliging us. Even with your tight schedule, you still make time, no matter how late, to be with us. This means a lot to us, and I want to see you to know that.
No problem. Please, let me tell my Igbo brothers who I know that this night they will be, I'm sure a lot of them have sharpened their knife to fight me in the dream. We need to be sincere to ourselves. The marginalization we talk about, it is within us. Our leaders are the ones marginalizing us. Those who have taken up the mantle of leadership in Igbo land, they are the problem of Igbo land. The lack of development, the lack of infrastructure, the lack of free trade in Igbo land is not about the federal government. It's about the kind of weak and wicked leaders we have.
Oh dear, network. So sorry, sir. I guess the network just...
Let the Igbo leaders begin to think like and talk like.
So you see, that's knife when they don't sharp. Now wait till make them know when you may finish to see the talk. You said they don't sharp knife for you. Now that knife with they sharp, I make the no one make you talk finish, sir. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Na carry
Hello.
na wish go. When they carry them wish they go. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir. All right. Hello. Good evening to you and welcome, Javers.
A very good evening to you, Auntie Precious.
Yes, you're welcome. Go
Also,
ahead.
evening to all viewers and listeners around the world.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I have been seeing a lot of buzz, especially from your comment section, especially with the statement that the Prince has really put out.
Mm-hmm.
I am not also an Igbo man. I am a Bureau man from Jos, Plateau State, but I have grown up to know the Igbo to be very industrious, very resourceful people, but especially when it comes to politics. In fact, even the Hausa man will always say the Igbos are far left behind when it comes to politics, but when it comes to entrepreneurship, give it to them. The whole country, no one can compete with them. But again, the Prince have really said the truth. But again, most of the youths that you see, they are the ones who are actually with Obi. And I wish and pray that the Igbo will get it right this time around. See, like people who are already opposing Obi now are mainly like all the Igbos of Kalu, the Okorochas, and the people like President Governor of Anambra. All those people, anytime when Obi enter into an occasion and hear the kind of encomium with people clap and praise him, sometimes a lot of them felt they have been in this political game for long, but it's not the way the people are supposed to be hailing him. They are supposed to be hailing. So they don't like it. They are a bit jealous. But the truth is that if you look at it, as a student of political science, you will come to agree with me that Obi is the only big threat to the opposition right now. Obi is I repeat, Obi. As I told you earlier, even you can see, you know, the other day you even talk about Kwankwaso. Even in the north, you talk about Kwankwaso. Although I've not been calling your show for because I've been busy, but also you see like in the north, people like Atiku, El Rufai. You can hear the statement El Rufai put out, but you hear the way Senator, I don't know if you listened to Senator Shehu Sani's interview, which he granted, that also countered some of the atrocities that were committed during El Rufai.
Yes, especially so, the Dadiyati incident. Go ahead.
Exactly. So a lot of people, even especially our Christian brothers in Southern Kaduna, really saw hell with El Rufai. So El Rufai does not really, even if you want to contest an election or something now, it will be difficult for them. And again, if you hear the interview you put of those Fulani people who were kidnapped those 127 children, in the women and children in the bush, like me, who is I speak Hausa as well, but you know, whenever you hear a Fulani man speaking Hausa, you understand them through their accent. So it was a purely, sometimes on your show you always say that they should not profile ethnic group, but again, when like we from the north, whenever I hear a pure Hausa man speaking Hausa, I know in fact the Hausa is different. There's Hausa from Zaria, but they call it Bazazagi. Hausa Zazagawa. There's also Hausa from Sokoto, but we call them Basokote, Hausa Basokote. And there's also different Hausa. It has different accents, so you can also know where that person is from. And also, you are doing a good job, and even though you are taking your time, we pray our prayers that this country become the better for us.
And that is like my prayer. Oh, yes, I pray along with you.
Us, I'm in my late 40s now, and I have 2 children, and everybody is also praying that whenever you have children, it's not our desire that our children witness this kind of Nigeria.
That's right.
And so our prayers for like the way the gains that Dangote refinery is bringing us into the world map. I pray that also Boa refinery coming. And sometimes, do you know that, Auntie Precious, the news you report on the news and some of the guests you invite on your shows, do you know that they don't really give them that free hand to discuss freely the way it is supposed to be on our mainstream media?
Well, that's why I left mainstream now. It's not their fault.
Exactly,
it's because of regulation.
You see, Auntie Precious, look at this guest that you brought, Alex, brother.
Yes.
Do you know that by now, so many mainstream media should have started inviting this young man to express what he has witnessed? Do you know that a lot of them avoid bringing him? People like Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo, by deliberately, the mainstream media don't like to invite him to their TV station or radio station because they don't want to give him that publicity. But these are people who are selflessly sacrificing to make sure this country becomes the best it is. And again, do you know that anti-pressures during Buhari's government, this Buhari's 8 years, I am telling you the truth, just like you were talking about the substance that Nuhu Ribadu imported into the country.
Yes.
Do you know, under the 8 years of Buhari, I was in Lagos. There were several times, there were full containers of arms that were being imported. Almost week in, week out, they used to arrest containers with weapons. Even they used to show some on TV, Tom Action, different weapons. During Buhari's time, the customs used to release this from. In fact, there were some that I read on news that it was even Israeli intelligence that tracked those containers from Iran. In those days, I was because I listened to news very well. You know, Northerners don't joke with news.
Of course,
used to listen to BBC Hausa, listening to Voice of America, VOA, Muriel America. I listened to the Hausa version, listened to the English version, listened to RFI, Radio France International, listening to Deutsche Welle, the Dutch Broadcasting Network, which is the Dutch German news. I was very conversant with news. I listened because we don't joke with news. But especially our brothers, I really want our people, all of us, north, south, east, and west, to come together. And I'm not really happy with intrigue of America because they might likely influence our upcoming election. All I want is that I want the youth of this country to come together. People who have no business in government should be asked to retire. And people like Ababio are really bringing this country down. We pray that we will have a good election whereby it is the people. By then, we will see politicians will start fearing the people. Because if there's an election that is rigged, people will say, this Godfather wants a good. How can on earth can one man be looting Lagos money from 1999 till date? He's benefiting.
So tomorrow, I'll look at how we can look at that conversation. In fact, that is part of the conversation we would have had today, in terms of the benefits of past governors. They are humongous. Yes, pension bills or pensions. I was going to look at that, but I have somebody who did a research about youth participation in politics in Nigeria, whether it is basically online or they're still pushing as much as they're pushing online to the mainstream and to in physically, really. So he's coming here to share the results of his report with us. And considering that he's also a journalist and a researcher, I'd like us to even look at those tax bills. If you know the taxes, the amount these governors take, governors who have 3 brand new cars bought for them every 3 years, not 4 years, every 3 years, the kind of thing where they chop, they shock me. And this is not about Lagos State alone, please, just before we make it look like, no, across all the states. Across all states.
Anti-pressures.
Sir?
Anti-pressures. Let me tell you something. Do you know that, like us, like this in my state, I told you we used to be the major tribe. There's something Prince Chadiaka mentioned about the Obio furniture. There's a tribe, they call them the Lantang Mafia. I don't know if you've heard them. They have been Plateau State. Do you know why they have succeeded year in, year out? Anti-pressures, anytime it is December, all their leaders come home for Christmas. And then they go home to greet their king. That's it. Then the king will now say, give me the list of all our graduates. Then he will now divide it. If there are like 50 of their prominent sons that come home,
wow,
the king will share the names. If it is 100, the king will divide it into.
So they help. They have the tradition of helping each other.
Yes, he will now share to all the elites and tell them, before the end of the year, I want you to make sure you find job for these young men who have just graduated.
Thank you. Let me let you go so that others would participate. Thank you so much, Davos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good evening and welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening. Welcome. What's your name, sir?
Good evening. My name is Chooks. I'm from United Kingdom.
Chooks, you're welcome. Just go straight to the point, sir.
Okay. It's unfortunate that Mr. Chilaka has left. You know, I'm a bit disappointed with his choice of language tonight. You know, and I wish he go back and listen to his comments. You know, even for him to say that what Fayose said is right, is misrepresenting, you know, in my own view. Because how can you say he's right? I know of somebody called Tunde Ednot. He's a strong supporter of Obi. And nobody has come out to say this kind of thing against him.
Tunde Ednot is not an Igbo man, no.
Pardon?
Tunde Ednot is not an Igbo man.
Yeah, that's why I said I think he's from Kwara. That's why I said he's not an Igbo man, but he's one strong supporter of Obi. I haven't heard anybody said anything about that. You know, with the Igbos, we know how we follow our leaders, and that's why I feel a bit disappointment with his choice of language, because I listen to him almost every night that he is on your show. He usually said that we the Igbos, we know who our leaders are. He does make mention of some of people like Simon Babu a lot. So what changes today? That's why I put on the test there. Can he tell me how many people he has betrayed? Because to use that blanket language is very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Because Isaac Fayose said so. Is that the truth? Can I say the Yorubas are stupid because Tunde not is supporting Obi? I mean,
so you don't get the point. You do not get the point. So this is not saying that all Igbos are bad, that all Igbos are betraying their people. He gave a specific analysis with the kind of versus
Igbo. It's not about analysis. You see, Precious. Yeah.
Sir.
That's why I said I am disappointed in his choice of language.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about Chilaka now. I'm talking about what Isaac Fayose said. Why don't we look at it from the context of what?
It's exactly the same thing he said. He said all Igbos. He said if he the first.
So I'm coming. So would you say that indeed the Igbos have been fair to Nnamdi Kanu the way the Yorubas were fair to Igbo? Do you know that Igbo has also sworn? I'm coming. Do you know that? Wait now, let me finish. Do you know that Igbo? Let me finish the statement now. Sorry, sir. You continue. Do you know that Igbo has just sworn now that he's going back to the forest to fish out, to clear their forest from every Fulani people in their forest? He just said it. So meaning that he has not given up in his agitation. It's not that he has given up in his agitation. So how about the kind of support he got? Would you say that the Igbos gave that same support to Nnamdi Kanu? I'm just asking.
Okay, if we're comparing Igbo and Nnamdi Kanu, that is to me like comparing apple and orange. One, the Yorubas have never been in a war. They have never been defeated in a war. Okay? I was here when Dr. Amechi, the one that just died at the age of 90s, right? I am almost the same place as him. I know his house. Went to Buhari to say to him, this is a great servant of Nigeria, not just the Igbo land. Went to him and said, let this be the last thing you will do for me. Give me this child. Any day you want him, call upon me and I will give him to you. We know of Ogwadike. Come on, if we talk, let us mind our language. Because I am very, like, I have it in my mind. If it was on his platform, I'm leaving his platform tonight. Because that language he used, it doesn't matter how he tried to correct it. We are not politicians. When we say things, we know the meaning of those things. It's politicians that will tell you what he means and come and interpret it to what it doesn't mean. So that language, I find it offensive. I'm not the type that goes to online to fight for something that doesn't make any meaning to me. Fayose can say that it is his own opinion. He has expressed it. But for an Igbo man to say this here and telling you, I am proud Igbo man, and you ask him, how many have you betrayed? He couldn't answer it. That is uncalled for.
All right, thank you.
It's uncalled for. Because the Igbo said, if Aruba it becomes Omenana.
All right, thank you. So that I can talk to someone else.
If we continue to tell lie continuously, it will become truth.
Yeah.
That is the fact.
All right.
And that is, even all these things they're saying, oh, Igbo, this Igbo. Igbos, the way the Igbos are structured, they are structures from grassroots. They are not structures from top. That is the difference between Igbos and every other tribes in that country. Except the ones I don't know that behave like the Igbos. Igbos are structured to go from the grassroots, not from the top. And to end up my statement, you see this we are saying, each and every tribe is doing the same thing in Nigeria. The Hausas, they protect the riches. The Talakawas don't protect them. It is like that. It is like that.
All right.
The Talakawas, they don't protect them. They only protect. Are you telling me if this man is not going for the next election, he will allow Igbo? Let us use our common sense. He did this to accuse their people. Let nobody come and fool me. This person go, this person go, this person doesn't go. I've known Igbo leaders that went there and yet they refuse. Let any one of them be boxed to the wall and let them come up and say something. Yes, some of us are down, especially the older those that saw the war. Many of them are down.
All right, thank you
Many
so
of them
much.
are down, and that's why they're giving in. I am the one calling you all the time and complaining about the Igbo leaders. Is it not true? I know how many times I call you here talking about the Igbo leaders that we have no leader at all.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
please,
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Let him go back and watch that video. I guess he will find out what he said.
All right, thank
Maybe
you,
he
sir.
said it in the heat of the moment. I don't know because I don't know him.
Thank
to
you,
use
thank
such
you,
language
thank you,
because-
thank you, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me quickly talk to someone else so that I can retire. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening and welcome. Thank you, sir. Hello.
Hello, precious.
Good evening. Please kindly make it quick. Good morning. It's already morning and I need to go. Please kindly make it quick. Go ahead.
You're really stressed this evening.
I am.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
can see that. Yeah, I can see that. How are you?
Well, I'm doing okay. Go ahead.
Please, you should continue to look after yourself. Yeah. I know
Thank you.
making of content is really stressful.
Hi.
What I will add to the last, maybe the last caller now, let me just tip in a little bit of what he was talking about. It's not as if Priscilla was classifying the whole Igbo race, no. Because we know in every tribes, we have the good, we have the bad. We have the ones that are over money cautious, that are greedy. What he was referring to the greedy ones. So every individual, every tribe, the same with every country, is the good, the bad, the ugly. So we have them. So that's what that. So
That's what you understand from what he said. Is that what you understand from what he said?
What Priscilla was analyzing, what he was trying to say, that he's not saying the whole Igbo race was bad.
That's what I'm saying. I said, is that what you understand from what he said? Do you think that that's why he said those whom he's talking about know themselves?
They know themselves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I understand.
All right.
It's not classifying the whole Igbo race. It's just the bad ones, the bad eggs inside. Those are the people he was referring to. The people who see the truth instead of standing on the truth. They prefer to go with they prefer to go with the bad ones. They prefer to go with where they will get money, stomach infrastructures. Just like what the few of them now that call themselves whatever they are doing. So that's the truth.
All right. Thank you.
So that guy should not be too hard. It's not referring to the whole Igbo race. No.
Okay.
Even in other tribes, those ones are still there. The bad ones are still there. So that's it.
All right.
So that's for that. So Regarding this substance, regarding this tobacco,
No, Aerofayo, not be smart, you know.
Aerofy gets so many things to tell Nigerians. I need to be honest with you. There are so many things.
Are you sure they will not lock him up and ensure he never says those things he wants to say?
They're not giving him anything. You know, I've tell you something the other day. I say, you see the politicians with the Nigerians. This one will tell us if you open my yash, I go open your yash. I talked for your program some time ago. I said that is what is going on in Nigeria. So I'll say I get your secret. Yeah, I get your own secret too. If you open my yash, I go open your yash. Now be waiting the grass. So they know themselves. Even all of the way president, they know themselves. Now the ones who they not get anything on. Now the people who get minds we cross to ADC as we did so. The ones who they not feel get anything they hold. They not see anything to use on them. Now those people now they boldly enough we follow Peter Obi the camp. Because they're not getting anything with them. That waiting frustrates them. That is what frustrates them most now. You see Peter Obi now, why they make sure they make it not get any party. Not be only that one, waiting they paying them most, they don't see anything they will have. Anything they say, now so you do, now so you not do, maybe they use that thing they will have. So now be waiting they grand now. So you look Aerofy and this Rubadu now, they know themselves. They know what to do. They know bad things, so they put hand. So now when they come out now, our Nigerians should be concerned about that substance, that TR2, when they carry enter that Nigeria. Where if that true, Nigeria should be they should be conscious and very careful of these people. Because if Nigeria now really country where they really work, where strong institution they like that should it don't resign since investigation don't start.
So wait, what it is that if you carry that can carry out to? For your mind, which is the reason?
I don't want to pull much. You know what the fees are do.
I don't know. Tell us. I don't know.
Even a little content of that thing. You know, say that thing they don't ban them. Many countries don't ban them to the extent.
I stated that, yes.
It not get control. That thing, if you go back, you go to the research of that thing. Once that thing, may you put out for just put smoke for inside water. That thing will destroy. And I don't know what I'm talking. It will just take. It's like I don't want to come out for those kinds because of your. But not be waiting until they play. Even here, they know they can't. They see all those kinds anyhow. It's strictly controlled. It's like all those areas where they don't when they seal up some areas. When business those kind of things, they will seal up those things. They'll say nobody go there. Then those kind of thing. So even you and imagine now 10 kg, now they say carry enter that country. That 10 kg, you know, millions with that kind of thing, that thing alone will take. So I don't know why these our people, they are really playing with fire. I don't know. When our wickedness on our greed, what you call the worry, and that Rubado of a guy, when did they come up? The guy was like a shining star doing that of Basajo. How the guy take carry himself can become this kind of person or something? I don't know. This whole thing is really, if you see now, look at the wire tap of it. You remember during the conversation between Peter Obi and Oyedipo then, when they accuse Peter Obi tribalism or whatever, when they begin come up, and which means the man not be so. That meanwhile now them be the they play the tribalistic politics. If you see this whole, when you look at the timeline, look at everything, like so, I'm happy now. This wire tap of it now don't begin to expose their gash. He begin to expose them. He don't open everything up for them to see now, for everybody to see, every Nigerians to see. So with all these information so they out there now, Nigerians now have the right now to make their choice, to demand for their right, to demand that my vote must count. That's just the truth. So it's open and because all these things where they happen, God hand the inside.
All right, thank you.
So,
thank you. Thank you.
So that's just and again a quick one. Americans now Nigeria needs to be very careful. Americans will enter that Nigeria now. These people have to be able, because that country, hey, one silly mistake, These politicians need to be very careful. If they know what's good for them now, they start to do the right thing for that country now. That's just the truth.
What thing they want to? We will not be sovereign nation.
They need to change their ways. They need to change their ways. Honestly, they need to stop and make them start to, because the evil done too much. See now, how can people when they kidnap now, they in captivity, they will not president, they go for festival. Not be say you call national, not be say you call.
Oh yeah, thank you, it's okay. Honorable is okay. Oh yeah, thank you. Make a go talk to another person. Night don't come. Not 2 a.m. baby. When I won't keep me here die. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening and welcome. Before I visit my back office. Good evening. Hello, sir.
Good evening.
You're welcome, sir. Remind us your name and where you're calling from, sir.
Okay, Obi calling from Spain.
You're welcome, Mr. Obi. Go ahead.
Let me first dive into the Prince Chilaka. Well, it's unfortunate he's left.
You people cannot shave his head behind him now. I'll be at his back.
I don't know what came over him tonight, but he lost it. He lost it. I would like to say, see, there is this pattern. There is this pattern in Nigeria that has been on for quite some years now. That whatever an Igbo man does is magnified. But other people do the same or do even worse, and nobody talks about it.
So you see, I think there was something. I think there was something I said yesterday. I don't know if perhaps we look at it from your perspective. I think it's a Nigerian thing where most Nigerians see their own evil as lesser evil, but the evil from another tribe or any evil that they are not benefiting from, or that is not from their I'm just telling you that because if, for instance, we say that the Hausas or the Yorubas support their own evil, we do not see the Igbos also support their own evil that way. Do you think that that's the reason why people think the Igbos betray their own?
Let me start from somewhere and let me lay a foundation. I'm going somewhere. Okay. If Tinubu, if the president of Nigeria now were to be an Igbo man, like Tinubu is the president of Nigeria now, and Kwara and Ondo and Ensue is being raided by the Fulani. It's just the way it's being raided now. If it's an Igbo man, they would say, the Igbo man don't sell in people. He don't sell in people, and I make them they do anything like that. I mean they do a number, and I mean they do whatever. But nobody says that. For Tinubu, Tinubu don't sell in people. Nobody's saying that. But believe you me, if it were to be an Igbo man, they would definitely say he don't sell in people because he like money too much. But nobody's going that angle. So what there is this intentional. Anybody can just wake up and throw baggages and stones at the Igbo man at the barest minimum of the barest minimum of, I don't know what Fayoshe said is very condemnable. Mazinam Dekano is an Igbo man. He has not accepted any offer. Of course, the federal government offered him whatever they did, but he has not offered any. He has not received anything. The most loved and revered politician in Nigeria is an Igbo man. The most honest among all politicians now, Peter Obi. The most performing governor is from Abia. But I don't know. They sit at home. People, grassroots people, have honored Nnamdi Kanu so much that I
think we're still mixing this up, but it's okay. I just want you to air your opinion. I think we're mixing this up. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, well,
he's talking about how the Yorubas galvanized. They spoke politically to get Igbo a political solution to get him out.
Okay,
they did not back down. They insisted. Do you understand me? Including their traditional rulers, including all their governors, came in one voice. Did we have people come together in one voice on Nnamdi Kanu like that in the East? That's the question. You see a situation where I'm coming. You see a situation where immediately Igbo was arrested in Benin Republic. You had Shoyinka. You had kings, high kings in Yoruba land, and you know how much they revere their kings. Go to Benin Republic. Did we have people do that in that capacity for Nnamdi Kanu? That's the question.
Yes. Of course, yes. Peace, of course, yes, we did. And I would like you, as as a proof to the background I first laid about the pattern. Now, Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, was incarcerated, was kidnapped under the past administration, Buhari, right? Okay, now, say for example that Buhari, for one or two reasons, maybe didn't like Nnamdi Kanu because Nnamdi Kanu probably was exposing what we now see happening in Nigeria, right? So, say for example, it was because he didn't like Nnamdi Kanu or like the Igbos, that's Buhari now. Okay, now, the administration has changed, even to a different tribe, but the same thing is still happening, the same pattern. Okay, if Buhari didn't like Nnamdi Kanu, why didn't this man, or what has this present president?
You know, sir, you know reason when make they talk, what's they talk. Calm down, brother. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying. I had once stated, I'm coming now. I'm coming, please. Please, I'm coming.
Doing what he's supposed to do.
Just hold on. They are not doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not supposed to be involved in this conversation, but most of the Igbo elites, politicians are not doing what they're supposed to do. I had given an example here on this show that what stops the Igbo general, the Igbo caucus, the Southeast caucus in the National Assembly from staging a walkout over Nnamdi Kanu's case. If we can have a Sheikh make a case of terrorists that have killed communities, let them point out the people that Nnamdi Kanu killed. Let them point out the people that IPOB, I'm coming now. Let them point out the people that IPOB killed before they proscribe them. And if our people can be proscribed for not killing anyone and you let the real killers roam free, we're staging a walkout. We're no longer part of what is going on in the National Assembly. If you cannot listen to us, what stops them from doing that? What stops them from doing that?
Of course, there's been motion.
Do you know what it means for an entire region? It's not motion, Oga. Listen to me, please. No, listen to me, sir. You listen to me, please. Do you know what it would mean for an entire region to walk out and say they're not part of the parliamentary, the parliament anymore because they feel that there is injustice against them? Do you know what that? Do you know the message I will send? That is exactly. You know that your people are naturally marginalized. Granted, of course, we all know that. Do you understand? But then because of the severe nature, and you decide to take an extreme measure, and then we also have a situation where the Southeast governors refuse to attend any governors meeting and say, we're not doing it, we're not involved in anything if people will not listen to us. What happens to that?
I don't know if you're conversant. I don't know if you're conversant with how many bills, with how many motions that has been raised.
In Ohafia language, let me talk from the let me talk from my brothers in Ohafia. All those how many bills of Osadopogole, how much did it come out? What is the results? All the bills they passed, what is the result? Or what did it come out to? What did it amount to?
It is definitely, it is of course the same. We're talking about the same thing because of the same pattern that is playing against the Igbo man.
Oga, because the leaders you have in National Assembly, Oga, it's hard for you to believe. The leaders you have, both at the state level and National Assembly, are greedy. Because of what they have to benefit, they don't want to take action. You don't understand. They are the decision. You don't get the point. The people, you people don't understand. No, the people are powerless when there is leadership. You don't get the point. When there is leadership, the people are powerless. The leaders are the ones who take the lead because they're the decision makers.
I'm telling you, there's been they've moved motion on the Senate. They've moved not once, not twice, but it has been bounced and rejected because of the.
So what did they do? So what when it was bounced and rejected? When it was bounced and rejected, and you know that, Oga, when it was bounced and rejected, and you know that it is injustice, what did they do? What are you telling me that if an Hausa man or a Fulani man, a Yoruba man is on the same condition within Nnamdi Kanu, and they reject their motions like that they will just keep quiet once they reject it? Is that what you're telling me? Let's move on.
Sorry, I know there are other callers. Just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Kindly hurry.
Before this, I know that. Just give me a minute. I'll leave you. Now, before this call for cessation by Nnamdi Kanu, mind you, I'm an Igbo man, but I'm not a follower of, or I wasn't a follower of Nnamdi Kanu is, what he said has been 100%. Now, before the call for cessation, do you know what Nnamdi Kanu started with? He started by pleading for justice, equity, and honesty. I mean, in the country, equity. That was what
it's okay, sir. I think we've flogged this issue enough. Nobody is saying that Nnamdi Kanu. We're not here to castigate Nnamdi Kanu. We're talking about the reaction of the Igbo leaders. It's okay, no problem. No problem. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, I appreciate you. Let me talk to people from the back office. I appreciate you. Good night, sir. Thank you, sir. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Kindly make it very quick if you can, please. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Welcome. And make it very quick.
My first time you're hearing me.
Your background is very noisy. Very, very noisy.
Noisy?
It's noisy like it's raining or something in your background. Maybe you need to log out and come back again and check the background. Apologies. Okay. So maybe you need to come back again. Maybe you check the background. Let me talk to you.
We get fat. You go and be sharing everything you have. On your head.
Okay, he's talking to someone else on another platform. Let's get back to the calls. Hello, good evening and welcome. Please, let's not make this issue about what Prince Chilaka said. Good evening and welcome.
Precious, I don't know why my brothers I don't know why they are angry about this issue because from my own opinion, like Prince Chilaka said, people are seeing it once this Igbo something. I'm Igbo man, but now I'm getting scary. It's scary, you know. What Prince Chilaka said, he made it like there are some people that are supposed to go. They are not making any move, and those people, if anybody that believes like he is a real Igbo man, we know how we get our leaders like Mazen Nandekano, P2B, Ensue. We get our leaders through. We elevate our leaders through what they do, not what the money they have. Because if you listen to that guy, he was talking about people when they see power, they will go to that power. When they see money, they will go to that money. Let me tell my brothers, people, meaningful people, politicians, elderly people, they went for mass and it's unfortunate some of them are dead today. But these politicians we have now, if it's a place that is working very well, those people will never in their life near the corridor of power of faith to lead any Igbo man. They are not qualified to lead any Igbo people. So not every Igbo, but this particular politicians we have now. Okay, look at, for example, all the things Ethno-political is doing in the Abia state. They are still they still want to remove him. Like that guy that always say, I'm number 6, I'm number that.
All right. Thank you.
3 years ago, he lives in Aba. Was Aba the way it is before 3 years ago now?
Thank you.
So my people, you should not be angry about what these people say. We won't be concerned about this 10 kg toxic chemical they brought into the country. Because all the food we are eating are coming down there. And Rupadu, allegedly, is full animal. He will not kill anybody. And you people, when you listen to the news every time, you will hear this reverend, this pastor always mention his name. That they should remove him. And now Erufai is now accusing him. That thing, 10 kg alone can wipe up to 10 billion people if they use it there. You know, so we should be more concerned about Erufai is bringing up because Erufai is in the caucus, although he's not a nice one also, because he was among them when they are planning all these things. So we should be more concerned about what we eat. As though in the internet, people are like asking, in Southeast now, they are always having a lot of kidney issues. But that one, I believe that there's a lot of fake things coming in from our brothers or whatever, where it's coming from. But this chemical that is coming in now, who are we going to believe now? So we should more be concerned about this chemical stuff, not the.
Thank you.
And this. We know how we select our leaders. We know who we follow. It's very difficult to convince an Igbo man to follow somebody. Before Igbo man follow you, you will prove yourself. Either by after you doing something that people are seeing, or by merit, or by recommendation. People will say, follow this man. He will never deceive you. So I don't know why they are angry about this. This set of politicians, Nnamdi Kanu went to them. He told them what they will do, what they will go and tell Buhari. But they did not do it. All they could do is to plan how to kill him. Understand? So are you expecting them to get more things? And you remember when Nnamdi Kanu was outside.
Can we just end this conversation? Is enough. We're flogging this issue too much, please.
I will end it. I want them not to be angry because he's not Igbos. He's talking about these politicians. And for example, some people have worked with these people before. Nankal has never worked with any politician in Nigeria. So let's forget about all of these things. We're supposed to be more concerned about the chemical in the country. How did it go? These people, they don't have water. Who allow it to pass? Which custom officer allow this thing to pass? What are they going to use it for? Where are they going to use it? Now, they got 4 people in Kwara State. They said this man assigned God to them, and he admitted it. You know, so and a lot of things are happening. Look at now. Tinubu is now trying to provide a ranching this thing in Kwara State. And there's conflict there. So for him to settle that thing, he want to settle this people again. That's Ruga. You know, and like I said, they killed all the men in that village. They don't want
that was what they said in the news, that they killed the men and kidnapped the women.
To produce again. It's very dangerous. We are just lucky that they've not come down to us. We still have that grace, that we're not even grace. People they are still scared about Igbos. So now we don't know why they're bringing that chemical. Thank you, preparations. They should forget about this Igbo bad or this Igbo. Everybody's bad. I've been at the airport. The Yoruba man saw me at the airport. He's not the immigration officer. He's not the one that is going to give me boarding pass. The only thing he told me there at the had it been, it just provoked me. Had it been, I lost my temper. I would not travel that day. He just told me, hey, you people that used to call Nigeria Zoo. I feel that you should come because you look at my name. So to be an Igbo man in Nigeria is always a problem. So we should not forget that we should strive and develop our place and make our place to buy. So people will attract them. We still survive. You know.
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. No. Let's just end the conversation, please. It's already 2 a.m. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please, I think I'm done with the calls. Let me just talk to a few persons waiting at the behind. Good evening, Mr. Prof. Datao.
Yeah, good day. Are you hearing me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm using my phone. I was on a laptop. Okay. This is my first time to speak on your show. I'll do my best not to waste time.
Have you subscribed?
I've subscribed now.
Have you liked and shared? You paid your offering and tithe, Abi?
One thing I've liked your this thing, but I will say the truth. I've not shared it.
Go ahead. Thank you so much.
So, I do see your shows. I don't listen. I never knew you go.
You have to speak up a bit more so we can hear you.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead. Just speak up that way.
So what I'm going to say is simple. Maybe some people won't like it. There's one truth. Our politicians haven't rallied round Nnamdi Kanu to see for his escape that well compared to what the Yorubas have offered to Igbo. There's no doubt about that. It's not that they have not brought up some kind of rallying to see how they can get him out. That's number one. Number two, to me, let me put it like this. Let me give reasons why it hasn't been so. Number one is the effects of the Biafra war. That's number one. Number two has to do with will I call it? I simply call it they have eaten Jacob's pottage. Let me put it like that. Most of our Igbo politicians in the elite have eaten Jacob's pottage. Number three is one thing. There's something Nnamdi Kanu said on his broadcast. Many people may not have caught it, and I'll say it in our Igbo language. You want to call Igbo. Also, the politicians are boxers. Okay, what do you mean? How you have boxers? That means our politicians, or Igbo politicians, have exposed the boxers to the Fulani.
Okay.
So to me, that is not the main reason. Because you can't expose your boxers to your foes and you can easily come up and fight them. No. So when I see people saying, okay, they haven't rallied around to see his release, that is one of the main reasons. I remember I said they have also eaten what? Checkers pottage. That is why.
Let's quickly wrap up on this conversation. I
Okay.
think we have plugged it.
So that is it. You understand? Let me just stop there. My prayer is that one day, I know Nnamdi Kanu release. He's somebody that's at the dear of my heart. He's not a coward. He's not like a boho that has taken bribe. Because if it wasn't for the bribe, maybe Igbo's case would have been something else. So, as I said, I'll remain short. Ma, you need rest. I see it from your face.
I do.
I saw how you acted when you said that this thing was noisy. I was wondering. It was when I put my phone. I found out that it's true. You need rest, ma. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your understanding too. Thank you very much. All right, let me see. I think I have one more person here to talk to. Biafran Godson, are you ready to talk to us now?
Yes.
Biafran Godson. All right, so make it very quick. If you can, 1 minute, 60 seconds. Please go.
Good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
We appreciate every work you have been doing, and we want to say thank you. I've come to realize that a lot of Igbos don't understand why things are happening in Igbo land. One, I know that after this civil war, most of us who were born after the civil war, and those of us who were born during the civil war, living differently. For those who were born after the civil war, we can understand that they are seeing things that they are being marginalized. Those who were born during the civil war, or those who fought the war, I would say that they living differently. One, two of them are still forming. I remember my uncle who died was a lieutenant colonel in the Biafran army. Everything he swore that he wanted to see Biafra come to pass because he knew very well that it was sabotage that brought the end of Biafran war. However, we know that there are some people who say we don't want to fight that war because of what we lost. But no matter how you look at it, the Bible says that he that fights, lay his hands on the plow, doesn't look back. He must fight to the end of it. And I will say this, every young person who lives, who understands the importance of freedom must fight to the last. No matter what you people do in that country, I'm not from that country, but no matter whatever anyone does in that country, I will say this, fight for the next generation. Some of us migrated to the Western world.
So you're not Nigerian?
I don't see myself a Nigerian.
But you're asking, are you not a Nigerian? What the name?
The name, because part of my family is Nigeria. My mom is from Nigeria.
Okay.
And I will tell you, in Ghana, everything worked perfectly. Everyone understands the Ibiri Accord. Why not go back to Ibiri Accord, where things were normalized before the British? I studied in Britain for 12 good years. I lecture over there, and I lecture also outside Britain and in America. But I will tell you this, whatever that happened, Biafrans must speak with one voice. Without speaking with one voice, nothing will happen. The so-called politicians have sold their soul, and no matter what, even what's the name of the other senator that's from Abia State? I've been following him, but the way he look at the electoral reform, how he rose up with a good conscience. Everyone understands that when you are doing voting, everyone will vote one by one. Everybody will indicate. But after he raised it, the question I ask is this: as a political analyst, I ask, why should this man open up and later abruptly close up? You raise a cogent and important point. Let's know who is voting no, and let's know who is voting right. Yeah. In America, everyone votes one. You see, the Democrats will vote. The number will declare.
You help me wrap up, please, because it's
So
past
what I'm saying is
2
that
p.m. here.
everyone has to understand the importance of working together. If we don't work together in Africa, especially in the West Africa, I will tell you, when the boomerang will happen in Nigeria, it will affect everybody. Okay? And I want to state the point here that I prefer to have Biafra. And if a Biafra comes, I'll be number one to get the passport as a Biafran. And I will do everything to support anyone who has the genuineness, like Nando Carlo, to do this job and do it perfectly. Thank you very much. Have a good morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. All right, Nigerians, that's the size of our package today. If you've not liked, kindly like and share this post. I love you guys and I appreciate you. Let's continue to speak for the growth and development of our nation. Sometimes I like the argument that we have here. I like that we argue intelligently about our country. I mean, that means we did the game. We don't understand what's in the happen. We'll make we continue to create more awareness so that more people could just forget about other things. No, say politics now within they shape their life and within concern them and pay more attention to it. And not just online, but extending this physically, because it's also very important that we extend whatever thing that we're doing online physically, because polling unit not there for online and physical 90. So if you're not in Nigeria, you can actually urge your family members and your friends. Tell them, go vote. Go, what you need to support me? Go register. Make I support you. Go register for this party. Go do this. Go do that. We can begin to participate. I think someone had once said it here that it's because we have a lot of bad people in politics. So by the time we have more good people in politics, it will overwhelm the good will overwhelm the bad. So the majority of us were good. Why will not we enter the politics? I love you guys and appreciate you. I see you again tomorrow. Today evening, God willing. Thank you. Protect your mental health. Good mental health.